they met taking a selfie, but they cannot be taken for granted, especially in their move in their campaign to make sure that they make a revolution out of the menstrual health. And of course, yani, I'm so excited to ask this question. Karibuni sana ladies, mko sawa?
Asante sana.
Mnakaa poa by the way. Mtu amewambia hivyo?
Asante.
Mnakaa poa.
Thank you.
You look amazing. I'm going to jump straight into the question. So, as a young man, what I'm most dreaded about is having a niece, or when I get my daughter and she gets to that moment where she's going to be having a period, and maybe I'm alone and my wife is not there, or I'm alone and my sister-in-law is not there. And how I experienced menstrual cycle the first time was a young lady in our class. I'm not going to say her name.
Yes.
She was sitting in class and then she started bleeding. And instead of us getting to understand what was really going down, tulikuwa tunacheka, ona dress yake nini.
Yeah.
We even followed her with songs. Now, I now feel bad knowing the information that I know and the stigma that comes with the first time someone has their period. But I'd like to know, as a young man or as the boys out there, how can we be helpful in this campaign? Because it's natural. It's a natural cause, and I don't know why there is shame in it. Gazelle, I'd like you to respond to this. Of course, Evelyn Villeuneza respond to this one would be really important to me. How can I help as a boy?
Okay. As DFG, as Days for Girls, we believe in a world where periods will never be a problem. So we give these trainings, education. We create awareness so that that includes men and boys, so that they can understand that this thing, we can't change. It's biological. It's natural. Just like you're growing beards, your shoulders are broadening. Well,
if there was shame in that, it would be tunachekelewa sana.
surely.
Yeah.
Kona ndevu. You see, it is natural. In fact, once we see the ndevus, I may grow. So for us as DFG, we conduct these trainings. We include the boys in schools, that is. As we are giving trainings to girls, the boys also have that male figure who now tell them as it is, who breaks the stereotypes. You know, I had a funny story. Naona vile Eve alikula ile apple, Adam yake ilibaki kwa shingo, but for Eve yake iliteremka. That's how period comes.
Oh my
Imagine
goodness.
the story that
Those are the myths around it. But
we break those.
you're highly involved in boy child pia get kujua what is really
Yes.
going down, because you might have a sister or even just someone you care for, and something like that happens, which is a natural cause. After calling it something like that is just crazy. So Evelyn, hebu tuambie hapo response ya vijana ni aje when it comes to getting to learn about period.
Oh, the amazing thing about this is that when the DFGs introduced about the men who knows, na each time tumeenda shule and we engage the boys, wanafurahia sana.
Tunafurahia.
Wanafurahia. Then tulienda this school and we found out that the boys wameanza ku embrace this period thing, ambapo inafika wakati wakiona msichana akiwa na shida, they take her to the office, wengine wanaenda wanambaya pads. I think the DFGs are doing an amazing job out there, educating the men and the boys about the menstruation.
Yeah, I think once they're informed, men and boys will be active participants, of course, in helping to make sure that, you know what, there's no such thing as menstrual shame, period shaming, all of these. And you guys are doing an amazing job. I know when you began, you were distributing like 100 pads and there's still a line, right? Yeah. So that means there's a need for capacity building and to get as many of these rewashable, reusable sanitary pads out there. How can government, for example, and other people in the corporate sector, NGOs, maybe come in and help you guys, and even just citizens, so just kawaida mwananchis, help you guys to make sure that, underprivileged girls are receiving these pads? Because I think they're very sustainable and it's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. What the DFGs, because I'm speaking as a DFG.
Days for Girls.
Days for Girls.
Yes.
Yeah. So what the Days for Girls are doing, we are really advocating for the reusable and washable pads, because the government gives out the disposable ones. And imagine in a school where we have like over 300 girls and they bring the pads once in a year or something, and you have only one pad for a month, like iwe mwezi ingine utatumia nini.
Kweli.
Yeah. So we are really urging that the government wakikuja, when they get the DFG pads, take them to schools, as in they buy them from us, we take them to schools, we give them the menstrual education. It's so sustainable and it's long lasting, very safe to our bodies. Sio kama hiyo ingine ya
And good for the environment, better for the environment as well.
And
True. In fact, I feel like the government can enact policies and laws that prioritize menstrual health and hygiene. And this will ensure affordable and, you see, sustainable menstrual solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's an amazing thing. I know Senator Gloria Roba had tabled a bill in Parliament, and we hope that it goes through. We're getting back into the music now with H and Ed Sheeran. When we come back, however, we'll have a little demo on what these reusable pads look like, and of course wrap up the conversation on how we can initiate this menstrual revolution.
And today we're going to learn, and that's on period.
That's on period.